Hello friends, today we will talk about the most durable and powerful laptop for music production and all kinds of workloads. Enjoy the movie. Eurocom Sky Z7R2, the upgradable laptop that feels like a desktop PC. In the realm of high-performance laptops, the Eurocom Sky Z7R2 remains a benchmark for modularity and power, blending the convenience of portability with the customization freedom of a desktop PC. Released in 2021 but still relevant for creators in 2025, this 17.3-inch beast is designed for professionals like video producers working on international projects, offering desktop-grade components that can be upgraded easily. Its socketed CPU, expandable RAM, and multiple storage slots allow you to tweak and enhance the system over time, extending its usability far beyond typical laptops. This upgradability is key for keeping up with software updates and demanding workflows without buying a new device every few years. Let's explore its build, detailed upgrade processes for CPU, RAM, SSD, and HDD, seamless performance with FL Studio, and current pricing options. Design and build, robust and ready for upgrades. The Sky Z7R2 features a durable aluminum chassis that's built for longevity, weighing about 8.8 pounds with a thickness of 1.5 inches, portable enough for travel yet spacious for high-end internals. The 17.3-inch display comes in options like FHD 300Hz for smooth visuals or 4K UHD for precise color work, with 100% Adobe RGB coverage to suit video editing and creative tasks. Powered by an Intel Z590 chipset, it supports PCIe 4.0 for lightning-fast data transfers, and connectivity includes Thunderbolt 4, HDMI 2.1, multiple USB 3.2 ports, and an SD card reader, perfect for hooking up external gear during overseas shoots. What makes it PC-like is the accessible internals. Remove the bottom panel with a few screws, and you're in a world of upgradable components. This design philosophy combats obsolescence, letting you invest in a base model and scale as your needs grow, whether for more intensive video rendering or music production. Upgradability like a desktop, step-by-step guides. The Sky Z7R2's modularity mimics a desktop tower, with socketed parts that users can swap using basic tools like a Phillips screwdriver, anti-static wrist strap, and thermal paste. Eurocom's online manuals provide visuals, but here's a detailed walkthrough for CPU, RAM, SSD, and HDD upgrades. Always back up data, work on a static-free surface, and consult the manual for torque specs to avoid damage. These processes typically take 20 to 60 minutes and don't void the warranty if done correctly. CPU upgrade, socketed for easy swaps, up to i9-11900K. Why upgrade? Boost multi-core performance for tasks like video encoding or DAW processing. The LGA 1200 socket allows switching to higher-end Intel 11th Gen chips. Steps: shut down, unplug, and remove the battery, accessible via bottom panel, unscrew 12 to 14 screws to lift it off. Locate the CPU under the heatsink in the center, disconnect fan cables and unscrew the heatsink, 4 to 6 screws. Clean old thermal paste with isopropyl alcohol and a microfiber cloth. Lift the socket lever, remove the old CPU by its edges, avoid touching pins, and insert the new one aligning the notches. Close the lever. Apply new thermal paste, pea-sized, reattach the heatsink, and reconnect fans. Reassemble, boot into BIOS, Del key, to verify the new CPU, and update drivers if needed. Compatibility note: stick to LGA 1200 CPUs like i7-11700K or i9-11900K, cost $300-500 for a top-tier chip. RAM upgrade, for slots for up to 128 GB DDR4-3600. Why upgrade? Handle larger projects with more virtual instruments or 4K timelines without slowdowns. Steps: remove the bottom panel as above. Find the 4 SODIMM slots near the CPU, 2 may be under a shield, unscrew or unclip. Release latches on existing modules and pull them out at a 45-degree angle. Insert new sticks, e.g. 4 by 32 GB for 128 GB, at the same angle until they click, press down to secure. For optimal performance, use matched pairs and enable XMP in BIOS for 3600 MHz speeds. Reassemble and check in Task Manager or BIOS. Compatibility note, DDR4-3200/3600 modules, cost $200-400 for a full 128 GB kit. SSD upgrade, for M.2 slots for up to 32 TB NVMe. Why upgrade? Accelerate load times for massive video files or sample libraries with RAID setups for redundancy or speed. Steps, bottom panel off, the 4 M.2 slots are scattered, 3 PCIe 3.0x4, 1 PCIe 4.0x4. Unscrew the retaining screw for each slot, slide out the old SSD at a 30-degree angle. Insert the new NVMe SSD, e.g. 8 TB per slot for max capacity, align the notch, and secure with the screw. For RAID, use Intel's Rapid Storage Technology software to configure 0, speed, 1, mirror, or 5, balanced. Format new drives in Windows Disk Management and clone data if migrating OS. Reassemble and verify speeds, up to 7000 MB per second read on PCIe 4.0. Compatibility note, M.2 2280 NVMe only, cost $500-1,000 per 8 TB drive. Core specs, tailored for creative demands. CPU, Intel Core i9-11900K, 8 cores/16 threads, up to 5.3 GHz. GPU, NVIDIA RTX 3080, 16 GB GDDR6, MXM upgradable. RAM, starts at 32 GB DDR4, up to 128 GB. Storage, 1 TB NVMe base, up to 32 TB SSD. Display, 17.3-inch FHD 300Hz or 4K UHD. Battery and cooling, 6 to 8 hours light use, dual fans with vapor chamber. Ports, Thunderbolt 4, USB 3.2, HDMI 2.1, Wi-Fi 6E. Perfect integration with FL Studio, a mobile production studio. The Sky Z7 are 2 excels with FL Studio, turning it into a reliable tool for music creation alongside video work. The i9-11900K's multi-threading handles 150+ tracks with heavy VSTs like Omnisphere or Fab Filter without stuttering, even at high sample rates. Upgrading to 128 GB RAM allows loading entire sample packs in memory, eliminating latency during real-time editing. The RTX 3080 accelerates GPU-enabled plugins, such as Waves AI tools or Isotope RX, processing effects chains in seconds. With SSD RAID, project loads are instantaneous, export a complex beat in under a minute. Low-latency ASIO via the Realtek audio chip ensures crisp monitoring, and Thunderbolt supports pro interfaces like Focusrite Scarlett. For international video syncing, the color-accurate screen and multi-monitor output make aligning audio to footage effortless. Users report flawless performance in marathon sessions, with upgrades keeping it future-proof for FL Studio's evolving features. Pricing, value for long-term use. As of 2025, the Sky Z7R2 is available through Eurocom site and resellers, starting at $4,366 for a base config, i7 CPU, RTX 3070, 32 GB RAM, 1 TB SSD. Customized builds climb to $8,200 for maxed-out specs, i9-11900K, RTX 3080, 128 GB RAM, 32 TB storage. Prices may vary by region, but the upgradability offers excellent ROI. Add components later to save upfront. Check Eurocom.com for current deals and configurations.